You know, I think tonight's episode might be my favorite episode of them all. Might be. I haven't watched it yet.
Hello there, welcome to the show with your host Sonia Di Iorio. We're here to make you smile, we're here to entertain you. We're on about tonight to make you think, yeah, that was pretty cool. We're going on a journey, meeting friends along the way. There's a brand new adventure and we're leaving today. Due to budget limitations, we can't leave the studio. So please sit back, relax and enjoy the bloody show. Sometimes you will laugh, sometimes we'll entertain you. Other times you might just say, what the fuck is this? They're like, actually though, what the fuck am I watching? Are you fucking serious? Like, yeah, I get it, alright, it's community television, that's fine, but perhaps maybe just some kind of modicum of professionalism would be great, like just a little bit. So sit back, relax and enjoy about tonight.
Hi, I'm Sonia Di Iorio and I'm your host for About Tonight for this episode, as summarised in that wonderful intro by Josh Broderick. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks.
Bit less ad-libbing during the show.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. So I have some really cool guests for you on the show today. I'm very excited. I've got podcasters, comedians, Australian wildlife. Yeah, basically the trifecta for a great late night TV show. So sit back and enjoy the show. I've got also a lot of silliness coming up. So if you're sitting at home thinking, I'm just a little silly little person on my couch and I want to switch on the TV and watch some fun and silliness, you're in for a treat. There's a lot of silly stuff coming up. My first guests are from Sans Pants Radio, which produces no less than 9 different podcasts. Here to tell us more about them is Joel and Joel. Hello.
Welcome to the show, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Thanks for being here.
No wuckers.
So I mentioned in the intro that Sans Pants produces 9 podcasts. Was I lying?
Let's see, it's 7 or 8 because the Gabe one just finished. Then we've got like 3, 4 shows.
So yeah, that was a lie because I think there's 10 or 11.
There's 10. Oh, I stuffed up.
That's
no.
okay.
5 minutes in and I'm already making mistakes.
That's all right.
No one tell media watch,
9 minutes
please.
in, just lying to our faces. That's
I'm sorry.
fine.
But
Not even
that's
furious. Yes.
quite a lot.
Yes.
10.
Yeah.
So I guess
a
my
lot.
first question is, how did that happen? Right. You didn't start with 10.
No. We started with like one podcast, and I'm going to probably bore some people in here talking about sort of how podcasts work in a technical sense. But with all podcasts, you have to do an RSS feed. And when we first started, we had about like 4 different show ideas, and we all just chucked them onto the same one feed, like the Sans Pants Radio feed. And so we just kind of had that out there for a while, and I think that went for about 12 weeks. And then after that, we sort of was, cutting shows or seeing what worked or seeing what kind of branched out to do its own thing.
Just keeping the cream of the crop.
Yeah, and then eventually we're like, this show was stupid, this show was real dumb, but this one was all right, and we can change that one a little bit.
So we started with 4, went to 1, and now we've ended up with 10.
Ended up with 10, right.
Yes.
Because we used to have a rule where like, we don't need to start new podcasts all the time.
Yeah.
We just need to work on the ones we've got. We've got like 3 at this point. They're all pretty good. If you've got any new ideas, we'll just incorporate them in. And yeah, that
Then it just kept snowballing.
People just kept pitching ideas.
Snowballing. Yeah.
Yeah, and also because we just kept having dumb ideas for spin-offs that ended up being pretty good.
Like a couple of the shows that are existing now, they were just basically spin-offs of the show, and they were like, oh, we could always do this, and we could just make this like a mini-series within that thing, and then like, bugger it, make it its own show. And
We need to talk more about stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But I guess like you've got 10, but there'd be way more that people have pitched, right?
Oh, of
From
course,
Sans
of course.
What's like the worst idea you've heard? Where you're just like, no.
Well, it's funny because like a lot of the worst ideas we've actually tried.
Yeah.
Like the ones that have died like just mid-pitch, like if we've been, like someone pitches to us and we're like, that's not a great idea. Those are the ones that we don't do, but like awful ones would be like, maybe we should try that.
Like there's been one where it's
work
like,
so
how does this different than the current show we already do? Like you just sort of set a different name and you're emphasizing this segment over that segment. So it's kind of like, rather than do that as a new thing, why don't we just kind of put it into the already pre-existing? But yeah, some like we tend to be like, no dumb ideas, let's give them a go. I mean, Best ever idea. Joel's in the City,
So-
which died in the water, unfortunately.
Joel's in the City. What was that?
Okay, so one day, I don't know what happened, but I was just
it was
think
you
we-
guys,
we-
but Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
we
my
were
God.
talking about like my hatred, especially for the Sex and the City movie, because Sex and the City is a great show. Like I will happily
Yeah,
admit,
super
Sex and the City,
cool.
amazing show. Both movies trash.
One's
So
real
bad.
sad, one's real racist.
Yeah, the first one ruins like the beauty that was the first series, the whole series. And I hated what they did to Smith Jerrod and Samantha in the film. Hated it because they ended on such a beautiful note. And so then we
It's
started talking
tragic,
about
really.
our love and hate for Sex and the City. And we're like,
Because you haven't seen the whole series, and I had just seen bits and pieces through, like, because my mom and my sister watch Sex and the City, and
Oh yeah.
Girlfriends of the past.
I hated it.
I'm real
I
tough
just-
and,
oh,
no,
just
I'm
because
not-
I
no,
watched it.
I watched it.
You're
as
just like
much as I-
walking by the
I'm more of a-
lounge room when they saw it.
I'm more of a Roseanne man.
Oh, fair. Right, fair.
But yeah, so then we were like, what if we watch an episode of Sex and the City and then like record a podcast after every episode? We recorded one. It was incredibly stupid.
It was
Oh,
it was a
really?
disaster to record because we had a lot of technical difficulties. I think that it crashed several times. We had to move studios. A lot of it was on when I myself had some kind of brain tumor scare at one point.
Oh my god.
So a lot of the show was just designated to
So
this.
like, but the
was good.
content was primo, right?
But
It's
no,
just the
we've still got the
technical
pilot
difficulties
somewhere
that-
lying around.
I think this has like motivated me. Let's
I
bring it
reckon-
back.
I think we
Yeah,
should.
revive
I
it.
really
Revive
want
it.
to.
We'll revive it.
It was a
Wait,
fun
have
show.
you seen the whole series of Sex and the City?
No. I've seen.
Right, okay. So-
bits of- weirdly, though, looking back and like, I think I have seen
Yeah,
the
right.
vast majority.
I mean, it starts off a lot stronger than
yeah.
towards the end. Maybe
Yeah.
gets it. But I'm really fascinated that you guys watched the first movie, which was fucking horrible.
It was so bad.
and you went in for the second one.
Ah,
Well, I work at a
Maybe
cinema.
it can't
so
get any
I,
worse.
like you're like maybe they'll fix it. No,
No.
they did not. I mean, I don't know.
I saw the second film first. It wasn't good.
You
I don't know why I
silly
watched the
boy.
first one then after
silly
that.
How did you get it?
I was like, who are these four ladies?
I don't understand.
Why are they having so much sex in the city? What is
Yeah.
this?
And
I just
lots
want
of
to point out that
cocktails.
I am such a big Aiden fan. I do not like Mr. Big. But then again, I think
Yeah.
Aiden's too good.
Yeah, Aiden's too
He's
good for
probably
Gary.
my fave.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Probably my fave. Anyway, do you like you? So you've got 9 different podcasts. Obviously, they're all released.
So we tend to do
bi-weekly,
weekly
monthly,
mostly. So what we
weekly, monthly?
currently have is sort of 7 shows that are airing now weekly, like one a day. We did one which was actually an audiobook. So one of our, Gabe, one of our hosts, is a writer and he wrote a novel, and we audiobooked that and kind of released each chapter week to week, and that just finished recently. So we do one a day basically,
Yeah.
and then we have a couple of bonus stuff
That is a
for
lot.
people on our Patreon support. So we have about 3 shows there, and then we have a YouTube thing where we do other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of
So
time.
it is a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
Do
Wait.
you listen to all of them?
I have to because I have to
Right.
edit them.
You edit them? Do you, Joel?
I listen to 65%.
Is it like the 65% that you're on?
No, I do listen to some that I'm not in.
Right.
But actually, that's a good point. So yeah, we do have a lot of podcasts, but we don't expect people to listen to all of our shows.
Yeah.
And like, there's no one that's on all of them, so it's not like 7 of the same thing. Over
Do you
and over
cringe
again.
at your own voice, or is it okay?
So the first year that Sandspan started, I didn't listen to anything because I was like pretty much scared to hear
Yeah.
how I sounded. I had heard recordings of myself before, obviously. I wasn't like, that's what my voice sounds like. But yeah, after that, I don't know if I got better at being behind a mic or if I just grew to love myself. Because I'm clearly the best on it.
Live and learn.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you could do so much
Podcast
for
and
your
learn.
self-esteem.
Yeah, that was my one weakness. I just wasn't confident enough.
Well, that's a weird thing because people do find it weird listening to themselves back or hearing their
Yeah,
own voice.
I hate it.
and it's
I will
because
not watch this show.
it's because you hear your voice differently because you hear it through your head bones and all this kind of stuff.
True,
that-
true. It's like when
makes no
people
sense.
think they can sing really well, and then they go on television and they can't.
And they sing even better than they thought. So don't let her crush your dreams.
Yeah, go
Sing
for
to
it.
your heart's
What have you got a favorite podcast? Favorite episode
Oh, favorite episode.
Ooh.
that you've recorded or that you've listened to, and you're like, yeah,
my
we're great.
Favorite podcast episode would have to be it's
The
a-
one with me on it.
One
Thank
with me. Actually,
you.
no, it's not me because it's weird. I like kind of producing shows and then trying to like get myself off a show. It's really nice because I'm like, I'm so tired. I just want to sleep. But favorite episode in a show would have to be from podcast It's Just Good Business, which is our co-host Jackson, his dad, and his younger brother, and they pitch ideas.
Yes.
And they're amazing. They pitch business ideas,
That's really
ideas that think they will work. And one of them pitches a dog casino, and I think the dad being like, is it going to be a casino for dogs or run by dogs? And Jack's like, both. And there's this moment when they're talking about teaching dogs to play poker, and I think Jack is like, oh, you're teaching a dog to play poker, that'd be great. And then he's like, oh wait, no. Crows, they're really smart. They should be the ones that are teaching, playing poker. And the dad, without missing a beat, is like, Jack, you idiot. Octopus.
Oh my God.
This is the show.
With
I love this show.
All right,
sincerity.
well, you had me at Dog Casino.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys.
No worries.
No worries.
End of interview. I've never watched TV. You can check out Sans Pants Radio on iTunes and SoundCloud if you want to give their podcast a listen. And you can also check them out on Facebook and Twitter for all their upcoming podcasts and live show details.
Yes.
Yes. If I know this goes out to Melbourne and Geelong, but if you're in Sydney in February, we're doing 2 live shows at the start of Feb. And yeah, come along. All the details will be posted on Facebook and Twitter, so check them out there. You can buy
Sweet.
tickets, it'll be sick.
Yeah.
Check them out, Sans Pants Radio. We'll be back after the break with more About Tonight.
Good.
Welcome back to About Tonight. Teenage years. Some say they're the best years of your life, but I can't decide what the worst thing about them was. The fashion mistakes, the dirt cheap alcohol, the dry humping. No, it's that. Definitely the worst. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to change those things, but maybe there is something we can salvage from our teen years. There might be some redeeming factors. We're going to try and find out in a little segment called Save My Teens.
Save my teens.
Joining me are 2 very funny comedians, Kit Richards and Ree Down. Thanks for coming in, girls.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank
No problem. So Kit has brought in some of her finest writing from when she was a teen and just feeling all the feels and just had to get it down on paper.
I was too old to write something this bad.
How old were you when you wrote this?
17.
Ooh. Just say you were 14.
Yeah, I was 14.
Appreciate the honesty though. So what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to read it out. Now it's for a script,
Yes,
right?
it's for a school assignment.
School assignment. It's a scene,
Yeah.
an excerpt. I'll get you to read it out and then we're going to help you edit it here on the spot and turn it into like an awesome scene.
All
Turn it from cringeworthy to a great scene. Something you can sell, so maybe you can pitch it to a network, right?
Just one scene.
I don't know. I think a common thing that teens did was writing cringeworthy poetry, songs, letters.
Yep.
Do you have any from your?
No, I was like really cool.
You were really
the whole
cool?
time. Yeah.
You burnt it, right?
Nothing's ever happened. All good.
Yeah.
I don't exist before 2010 anywhere, so
Okay, cool.
it's all gone.
Yeah, great.
So you
I
can't
think
prove me otherwise.
I chucked most of mine too. Nothing like a bonfire to get rid of the embarrassment, right? But you do have some.
I'm a hoarder, so I keep everything.
Yeah,
so
great.
yeah.
Great. And maybe we can redeem something from our teen years
Yeah,
and find
maybe.
some gold in there. Well, maybe not gold, but we're going to try. All right, so I'm going to read out the directions, the stage directions, and then Kit, if you want to play William Jones.
Yep.
And if you want to play the other character, Nicole, Ree,
Sure.
I'm going to give you a little taste of teenage gold. Okay. Mental institution, midday. William Jones is sitting at a desk, writing in a journal. He looks tired and unkempt.
March 5th, 1968. Dear Diary, It's been 24 days, 10 hours, 4 minutes and 53 seconds. The doctors think it's a good idea for me to keep a diary, but I personally think that this is the stupidest thing known to man. Yes, I know you're going to read this, Dr. Dickhead, but I'm going to write this anyway. Take that, society. Anyway, seeing as I know that Dr. Dickhead is going to read this, there is something he should know. I will never, ever, ever, ever conform to your ideals or way of life, so you can just get stuffed. I ain't gonna join the society or be a noble citizen because there is no such thing. I decided that a long time ago when everyone turned against me just because I was having a psychotic episode and tried to kill some phony bastard.
Nicole Moore appears, attractive female, obviously a figment of his imagination.
Hello, handsome. What are we up to today?
Nothing, Nicole. You got me in enough trouble last time, remember?
Yeah, but it was just so much fun, remember? That stupid bastard tried to get you to become a Christian and bam, you knocked him out. That should teach him not to try to force people to join groups they don't belong to.
Nicole, please, leave me alone. As much as I love seeing you around, I prefer if you went and annoyed someone else.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. I'll just go sit over here until you realise that you need me.
Now, where was I? Oh, that's right.
What an
All right,
ending.
so, pretty awesome, but I think we could work on it a bit.
Yeah,
Right?
you think? Maybe,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
First thing, Dr. Dickhead, love it,
Yeah.
love the name, but maybe if it's something you want to pitch to a network, we should come up with a bit of a better title for a doctor, something a bit more realistic.
What's not realistic about Dr.
All my doctors are called Dr. Dickhead.
Yeah. I only go to doctors with that name.
What should we say? Something. Let's go with Dr. Murray.
Okay.
All right. I should probably give you a pen to edit.
Yeah.
Organisation. Okay, I'll give you this pen to edit if you want to make some notes on your script.
Yeah, great.
Let's change it to Dr. Murray. And maybe just simplify the whole thing a bit. What do you think, Ree? Do you
I
agree?
think we should scream "Take That, Society" 6 more times. That's my favourite part.
There weren't enough evers in a row.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Ever.
And also saying, you can get stuffed.
You can get stuffed.
It's very
Look,
hard hitting.
Maybe that can be a bit more sophisticated too. You can get stuffed. Maybe a bit more adult.
Yeah.
What would you say? You can go screw yourself. That's probably worse. Oh my God, I'm 14.
It's really funny because I've just completed a 3-year screenwriting degree.
Yeah, right.
So now I'm just looking at this being all right, well, this monologue's too long and this needs to happen. And attractive female, all right, that's a little bit of a stereotype. Let's change that. And then obviously a figment of his imagination. How do we know?
Wow.
How do you know he's obviously a figment?
So you've also obviously learnt a lot.
I've learned
in your
so much.
Screenwriting
I've
course.
learned so much.
Would you say your writing has matured over the years?
No, definitely not. No, it hasn't. I swear to God it has.
Well, look, I reckon we could go for a really clean ending.
Yes.
Nicole, please leave me alone. That's it. That's all you need. Cut the rest of that.
All right.
I reckon. And then
This could be a paragraph.
Yeah, a simple fine from Nicole. Fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you could give her
Yeah, she might need a personality.
a bit of a dramatic look.
Yeah.
Fine. And then just walk away.
Sultry eyes.
She disappears. Whoosh. Can you say whoosh at the end, Sonia?
Whoosh. All right.
Whoosh. Yeah.
Should we do the whole thing again? Can you add some music into it?
Yes.
This
cool.
is going to be a great
I haven't
scene.
finished. Fine.
Editing it?
She disappears. Whoosh.
Look, I reckon we can cut the whole voiceover too.
Yeah.
The whole
I reckon you should scream "Take That, Society" 7 times, and then Nicole says "Hello, handsome."
I reckon end it at stupidest thing known to man.
Okay.
I reckon ended at mental institution midday.
Yeah, right.
Good call. It's a
All right, let's go from mental institution midday to Hello Handsome.
yeah.
All right. We'll see if it works.
Okay, just cut the. All right.
Why not?
Can I just quick?
Yeah, go for it.
I feel like the audience needs to know that the prompt for this was The groups we reject show us who we are just as much as the groups we choose to join.
Oh, that was the...
That's the Take That society.
It wasn't very subtle, was it?
No.
When you're like...
Wasn't really good at...
trying to force people to join groups they don't belong to, because that's what the assignment's about. All right.
Oh, God.
Made some edits.
Yep.
Got some music.
Yep, sure.
Do you guys want to stand for it? No. Seat.
Yeah.
We've committed to the...
Committed to the seats.
Let's see if we have salvaged something from Kit's teen years, improving this wonderful script. And let's give it another go. Mental institution. Midday. William Jones is sitting at a desk writing in a journal. He looks tired and unkempt.
Hello, handsome. What are we up to today?
Nothing, Nicole. You got me in enough trouble last time, remember?
Yeah, but it was so fun, remember? That stupid bastard tried to get you to become a Christian. And bam, you knocked him out. That should teach him not to try to force people to join groups they don't belong to.
Nicole, please, leave me alone.
Fine.
Oh, nailed it. You could pitch that tomorrow.
I like that we've...
You guys want one scene that goes for 35 seconds?
I like how we left the Christian and bam bit in.
Yeah, I know.
We've really matured since our teen years.
Yeah.
I think we nailed it. Mm-hmm. Ready to pitch.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me, girls.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be back after the break with more About Tonight. Yeah, see ya. Welcome back to About Tonight. Psychics. Some people believe in them, some people don't, but I guess we can all agree that it's a really freaking hard word to spell. I mean, there's a Y, then a C, then a H. It makes no sense. You can look into as many crystal balls as you want, nothing's going to reveal the mystery behind that nonsense spelling. But I digress. Joining me today is a very talented tarot card reader, here to reveal more about your future.
Hello everyone, my name's Diana. I am not only a tarot card reader, I'm also a Tupperware consultant. So call me for all your Tupperware needs. Do we have a caller on the line?
Yes, hi, I'm Jane, 32. Look, I've had some heartache in the past and I just want to know, is this the year that I finally meet the man of my dreams?
Okay. Jane, 32. Let's see what the cards tell us, all right? I'll just get them ready. Tarot 1. Tarot 2, 3 and 4. Yes, Jane, I'm sorry. This year is not the year that you find love. It is the year that you find a fuckhead on a horse. So that's good. Just a fuckhead on a horse. He obviously owns something like a horse. Okay, next caller, please. Thanks, Sonia.
Yeah, probably ready for another one.
Hi, I'm Jack, and my wife is pregnant again, and she doesn't want to find out the sex of the baby. Look, I'd like to know. I mean, it really doesn't matter either way. I'm just a curious person. Can you help me? What do you see?
Okay, all right. Now let's see what the cards tell us about the sex of your baby. Tarot 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm not seeing the sex of the baby, but I am seeing that the baby isn't yours because your wife had sex with a fuckhead on a horse. So the baby isn't yours, Jack. It's not yours. It's not your baby.
All right, thanks, Diana. That's probably enough bad news for one day.
Oh, I'm not a good news psychic. I'm from Croydon.
Okay, I didn't know. All right, now it's time for quiz time.
Quiz time. Time for the quiz. It is time for the quiz.
Today's quiz is called Pizza or Movie.
Pizza or movie?
Joining me to battle it out is Ferdy and Ree. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks, Sonia.
Thank you,
Hopefully
Sonia.
win prizes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited. It's okay.
So, pizza or movie, this is how it plays out. I'm going to read out title, and you've got to guess whether it's a pizza type or the name of a movie.
Okay.
Like a pizza, like that you'd order at a shop
Like the food?
to eat, yeah, or like a film that's been made.
Okay.
And
Like
at cinemas and
Brad
stuff,
Pitt's
yeah.
in.
Yeah, you guys across it?
Just go through it once more time.
You'll be fine.
All right, cool.
You'll be fine. Okay, first is Capricciosa. Ferdy, what do you
Italian
think? Pizza or movie?
romantic comedy about two. It's a fucking pizza.
Okay, you're going with pizza?
Yep.
Ree, what do you think?
I usually think that all men are wrong, but I agree. I think it is a pizza.
Pizza? It is a pizza. Both correct. Yes, a popular type of
Lucky.
pizza despite having anchovies on it.
That was a
Okay.
guess. That was a
Next one is Mystic Pizza. Pizza or movie?
That's a movie. I watched it the other day. Julia Roberts is in it. Her hair's all crazy and red.
Maybe.
So good.
Is that the one where she shaved her head for it? And
No,
Falls
that's
in
V
love.
for Vendetta, you idiot.
So Ree, you're going
no,
with
Stephen
pizza.
Fry shaves his head.
Sorry, you're going with movie?
Yeah.
Ferdy?
Mystic pizza. If it was a pizza topping, does that mean it's a pizza topping, but you don't know what's exactly on
I
the
guess
pizza?
it could be.
Yeah.
So it could be a pizza.
Or it could be a movie.
Yeah,
Which is the aim of this game. I'm going to say a pizza.
You're saying pizza, you're
Yep.
saying movie. Ree, you're right. It is a movie.
Oh,
and it
shit.
does have Julia Roberts in it, and it's really cool. Watch it.
Mystic pizza.
Okay,
what's
so
it,
that's
is it
1
actually
point.
about that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's 1 point to Ree.
Sorry.
2 points to Ree, 1 point to Ferdy. This is the decider. The final in pizza or movie is the B movie. It's in the title.
I feel like some piece of shit pizza shop owner has called his pizza this, but
What, with a honey-based pizza?
yeah. But I'm going to go worst movie of all time.
Worst movie of all
Yeah.
time, but it is a movie.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Ferdy?
If you put honey on a crumpet, technically that's kind of like a pizza.
No, it's not. You're wrong.
It's a fun, yeah,
Ferdy, what are you going to go with?
it's a movie.
It's a movie. It is a movie.
Yay!
So 2 points to Ferdy and 3 points to Ree?
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay, congrats Ree, you've won. And you've won a stack of flyers from my previous comedy festival show this year.
No.
Can I have a few of those?
No, you can't.
There's
Maybe-
50, so
maybe
yeah, I
one.
guess you guys can split them. There you go, guys.
Thanks.
That was quiz time.
Free comedy.
Quiz time.
We're going to go to a break and be back with more about tonight after the break. Welcome back to About Tonight. Our final guest is Xavier Morello from Wildlife Exposure. Thanks so much for joining us, Xavier.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Can you tell us a bit about Wildlife Exposure?
Yeah, I run a wildlife incursion company. We specialise in interactive native animal education in schools and kinders throughout Victoria. And all my animals that I have with me today are normally visiting schools and kinders, but we had the time off today, so thanks for having us in. Yeah.
Great. Well, we've got a very excited cast here, ready to see some wildlife.
Great.
So I guess I'll head over to the desk and leave you to...
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Sonia. Yeah, all the animals are used to being in studios because they're all hand-reared and captive bred, so they're not wild animals, although they can be found in wild parts of Australia. First animal I have is actually nocturnal, so she's really excited about coming out tonight. Her name's Alba, and just excuse me, sneak over here and grab Alba out. She's a barn owl. So the barn owl, I wear the glove just because of her sharp talons to stop her scratching me. Makes her feel comfortable too. And don't worry, camera crew, I've got the lanyard on her. It's called a Jessie, just to keep her from flying away and injuring herself.
All the cameras?
Yeah, all the cameras, that's right. Come on, Alba. Come out, girl. That's away. There she is. Yeah, she's stunning. She's very mesmerising, Alba, with this beautiful facial dish, they call that. And yeah, you kind of end up just sort of hypnotised by her every little day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dead air here. We're just going to be like, silence.
I still find myself just staring at her. Yeah, she's stunning. Yeah, barn owls are actually really unique in the fact that they're like evolutionary masterpiece, and they've evolved to predate upon mice. Pretty much that's all they eat, and because of that they inhabit every continent on the globe. So they're the only species of bird that actually inhabits every continent except Antarctica. So they are really specialised in what they do. Really
What's that
sharp
move
talons.
she's doing?
Yeah,
It's like-
it's cool, isn't it? The kids often say to me, "Oh, she's dancing," you know, but she's actually catching sound. So her round face is designed in a way that it actually catches any sounds at night. Obviously, owls can't see everything at night, so by listening, she can find the small prey items like mice and this. Yeah, beautiful. So they call it a heart-shaped facial dish. Yeah. It's like a heart shape, and by rocking it side to side, I was reading it actually helps her determine the distance of sound also. So when she hears a noise, she can actually find out how far away that noise is coming from, and whether it's viable to actually try to catch it. Yeah.
What if she did if he was like, "Hey girl," like does she move more or?
Well, yeah, no, it's funny. She's got this. I don't know what it is, but she's got this really cute attention to just the finer noises in the room, unusual sounds. This is normal for her. So voices and things just don't seem to get her attention. They can do if it's an unusual sound, but crumpling up paper or clinking of glasses or something just a little bit out of the norm of the sound range. She'll
So
be
not
like,
white women screaming.
No, it's funny you mentioned that too. They're also called a screeching owl. So yeah,
That's what my boyfriend calls me.
there you go. Yeah, no, she makes this really cool noise like at night. Yeah, we sit by the fire. Sometimes people come and sit by the fire, and we sit there at night and you hear this screeching noise. You think, what's that? It's like, yeah, it's just Alba. Yeah, they're quite amazing animals. But
beautiful.
Yeah, she usually flies back to her box.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she'll do it in the studio today.
Okay.
It's a lot going on here, but yeah, I can bring her out if you'd like to. You might be able to get away with a little pat of her feathers. We don't normally pat owls because they do have waterproofing on their feathers.
No,
but
let's leave her.
To be fair, it's actually quite fine.
Ferdy can have a little pat.
You can tell everyone you touched an owl, Ferdy.
That's
sweet.
That's
yeah,
nice,
thank you.
nice
She's
texture.
beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I'll get her to fly back if I can. There's heaps more animals. I
Great.
thought I
Get her
could
to fly
stay
back.
talking about Alba all day, but you're going to jump back in there, Alba?
Oh, bye. I love you.
Yeah, she's amazing. But I've got another animal, but not a feathered friend. I thought we could look at maybe a scaly creature.
Yeah.
Right.
So, they're much loved still by myself and others. Not everybody, but I have a snake here I thought we could look at, but non-venomous. So this snake, doesn't bite its food to immobilise it.
Everyone's
It'll
cool with snakes.
crush its prey.
I probably should have checked before getting you all on the stage.
Terrified.
You'll
And
be
this
fine.
snake I've got, it's just it's a jungle carpet python, this snake. So I only keep it in the bag to make it feel safe. It's actually, the most humane way to travel reptiles and snakes around.
You put it
And,
in a bag to make it feel safe.
I know. A reptile likes to be in a dark, sort of small area to feel, secure. So the bag's a really
Me
safe way.
too.
Yeah, that's right. Like under the dunas, that's right.
Yeah.
But here she is. This is Jane. So here you go, Jane. Come out.
Wow.
She's a beautiful snake. Beautiful
Yeah,
markings.
absolutely beautiful.
Very wriggly, as you can see.
Wriggly?
Yeah. She's actually an arboreal snake. Arboreal meaning she climbs. So this snake's got a really strong tail, almost like a monkey. They describe it as prehensile. So she can use it to grip onto the branches and climb.
Wow. Do you ever put her around your neck and pretend to be Britney Spears in 2007?
Sometimes. I've got the ponytail for it at the moment.
Here we go.
Wants to climb. So does anyone else want to go?
Yes.
Yeah, Ree.
Here you go, Ree.
She's very shiny.
Now, Ree, she's wriggly. If she comes
glasses.
towards your face, don't be alarmed because
be
I'll just
alarmed.
wind the face there.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, she's just a
What
bit
kind of
tricky.
moisturiser
Here you
does
go.
she use?
I had to bring the wriggliest snake I could find. So I'll just rest her on your shoulder like that. There you go, Ree. And put your hand underneath her to support her. and she should just sit there. She'll probably keep moving and looking for the other place to go to, like your top of your face, but don't be alarmed. She just wants to climb, so she's looking for somewhere to go. I'll just back you up. You've done this before.
Yeah.
Now you're Britney Spears.
Yeah, I'm Britney Spears, guys.
This is just a Tuesday for Reed.
Yeah.
But
Usually I do this a lot more privately.
the skin's really cool. I've got another snake. Do you want to see a different snake? I've got this other snake as well. We'll have a quick look at it. I know we don't have much time today.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice.
Now you
she's
present
awesome.
to a lot of schools, children.
Yeah,
obviously. Any of them get scared ever? Or they're kind of warned about
They
what's
are
happening?
warned, and that's, I guess, part of my skill set. I have to be able to make them feel safe.
children.
Yeah. Look,
Have you
I know.
ever lost a child? Like a shit kid. Not a good one, you know.
Well, they're all great kids. No, they are. Look, I look real professional right now, don't I? She's a tricky snake, actually, the cup pythons. The next one, though, it would make you wonder, actually, this next snake, because he's a little bigger. I call him Ace, and Ace is another python, so, constrictor. And I've left him behind here, so I'll just go back and grab him.
Yeah, great.
We'll get Ace out, although, where are you, Ace? He's just
I'm
behind
very
me, excuse
excited.
me. And
Very big python.
This is a bit
Are you
of a
excited,
dog's
Greg?
theme.
Huh?
Are you excited?
Yeah, I love snakes. Real and metaphorical.
Enthusiasm.
Right.
This is your Captain Ace.
Speaking.
there you go. Oh, I thought I'd just use the curtain. There we go.
my
He's pretty big. He's called an olive python. So he's Australia's, potentially biggest snake. Gets quite heavy. He can get up to around 60 kilos. So massive animal.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful.
He's
Way
real.
more than me.
Eats rock wallabies in the northern parts of Australia. And he's quite a big animal. I mean, he's about 3 metres now. So you can get up to 5 metres, Hey, do people want to have a go holding him?
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, do you want to stretch him out or?
I was going to say, where you are, even Bree, if you sit up on the arm there, if you don't mind me directing you, and I can actually rest him across all your hands. If you just put your hands out, even squash up a bit closer there, guys. That way we can sort of fit him in, I think. And this is normal for Ace. Ace gets handled not every day. He gets more days off than I do, in fact.
So this is
I might
normal.
start
Right.
this end, and if you take the tail there, the weight of the tail, you want to hook in there. That's it. Oh, you got him. Beautiful.
I got the heavy
Well
part.
done. And here we go. Take his tummy
Oh
there.
my gosh.
Trained in remedial
so
massage
heavy.
if you want.
Yeah, dense weight. There's a lot of muscle mass in
What
a
have you been
reptile.
eating, Ace?
It's-
Lay off the cups.
This is insane.
It's pretty awesome.
Proud of me now, Mum.
He's got 220 stomach muscles, so we get a 6-pack if we're lucky.
Wow.
Snake's got a 220 pack that he'll use to crush his prey. Yeah. And if you can, open your hand and just sort of let him. He wants to move, so he's a funny snake. All snakes, they don't like
Bertie,
being.
put the microphone down and handle the snake.
We don't need your
just
hot
let him go. He
takes
wants a
on-
little. You sort of let him relax and sort of, It's hard to force a snake to do what you want. So you just sort of gently, sort of convince them that sitting here is a good idea. He doesn't mind. All your hands are really warm, so he likes that. The warmth on your hands. Yeah.
Get him, mate. Get him.
Wonderful.
This is how I envisioned it ending.
Yeah. It's
In a
great.
TV studio surrounded by snakes.
Yeah.
Okay,
great.
There we go.
He is very heavy.
He's heavy. You don't
You
expect that weight, do you?
it.
No,
Absolutely
no.
not. No.
I like the
I do have one
movement
last
in-
animal if we had
Yeah,
time.
great.
I could show you.
Let's pass him along very gently.
Yeah, I'll just come along and put him
Yeah.
onto my shoulder just to support his weight
Pass
there.
him along gently.
There you go.
No, you take control.
No, you did well.
We shouldn't
and
be
you
doing
notice his tummy's a little pink at the moment?
Yeah.
Means he's about to shed his skin. You'd all be aware snakes shed their skin.
Yeah.
So that's a sign that he's actually growing new skin underneath his other skin. So all the blood vessels are sort of nice and red, and so he'll get the next week off once his skin is starting to shed.
What colour
But,
is he going for this season?
It would be just a lighter brown, basically. It's much the same olive
Great for
brown,
summer.
just a little bit more of a sheen to it.
Yeah.
So he's a little bit duller at the moment.
He's still beautiful, Ace.
He's a stunning snake, so he's a magnificent animal. But look, I'll give you a break, buddy. I'll sneak behind here, tuck him away.
Great. Now, Xavier, you do, as well as schools, you do events. You bring.
Yeah, I do.
Wildlife to events?
Sorry, behind the
No,
talking
you're
behind the
right. You're
curtain.
right.
Yeah,
Have you ever had any strange requests? Where you just thought, no, it's probably not appropriate.
like 21st-year-old parties and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you do hens nights?
I've been asked for hens
Really?
nights. Yeah.
Did you
yeah.
refuse?
Not with the snakes,
Yeah,
but
no,
just do you do hens
couldn't do
nights?
it.
Bit
No.
too crazy.
I've been no, but it's tricky. Alcohol and
tricky,
animals, I don't go there
yeah.
really.
Yeah.
But functions and stuff are fine as long as it's in a controlled environment, you know. And again, the animals are used to it. So you sort of select the right animal for the right occasion as well. So I've got dingoes I sometimes bring with me, but studios are not really good in studios.
No.
Well, there was one Khan, he's stunning, and he's used to a lot of interaction. It's funny, he was great when he was a puppy, but now he's like 7 years old, and he's just a bit sick of it all, with all the attention.
Grumpy
So
old. Is that enough? Time for retirement.
Yeah, he still comes out on occasion, but he'd rather stay home with his sister and, you know, torment the rabbits in the backyard. So, yeah.
Well, what else have you got for us?
I have a little crocodile, so I thought I'd show you. But yeah, he's a saltwater crocodile, you know, largest reptile in the world. So I'll just grab him out here, and I know it's not very glamorous, but you know, he's not giant. He's just in here.
Right.
Doesn't look pretty, but it's actually a really humane way, to travel crocodiles in particular. He actually came on an aeroplane from Darwin in this little tube. Yeah, not today, but yeah. So he's quite comfortable. Yeah, and this little crocodile is quite special. He's a blonde crocodile, so he's a really, unique colour. So he's really yellow. He's really gorgeous little animal. He's very cute, isn't he? You know, and
I love you also.
He is stunning. And to imagine that animal could grow to a length of up to 8 metres long. You know, it's hard to fathom when you see him like this. Yeah.
How old?
He's about 1 year old, just over 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you okay there?
So cute.
He's so cute, he is. Yeah,
Bits of
No,
laughter.
it's just like the best thing I've ever seen. Look at his face. It looks like he's constantly doing this.
He kind of is. He kind of is, isn't he?
Trying to impress you.
Look, I'll let you have a hold of him because he doesn't mind that at all, but I will be cautious. I'll put a little elastic on his mouth.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I always do it. And it doesn't hurt him at all.
boyfriend
Okay,
says
it's
as
actually, he's used to it. Look,
He says
crocodile.
Yeah, he says a lot of weird wildlife-related
Can't train a crocodile.
things to me.
So just gently put it on. It doesn't hurt him at all. It just keeps him from trying to bite us. Crocodiles always bite.
Okay.
So you can't really train them to behave. So now that's on. And he's only little, but he does have 66 sharp teeth. So, yeah. And he kind of lets him sit in your hand rather than actually... That's perfect, yeah. If he does wriggle, I'll catch him, but he's used to being handled. Not many people can say they've held a blonde one either. He's quite unique.
No, I've never held a snake or a crocodile or anything.
Or a
before.
blonde one.
Or a human.
Yeah, I feel privileged to be able to do this, you know, being able to share the animals. I wouldn't have them in captivity if I didn't have a purpose for them. So it's good to have little ambassadors for their kind, you know, in the wild. But he's quite exceptional. We'll pass him around.
All right, 30, don't hog the crocodile.
Here you go, Bree. You've held crocodiles before, I'm assuming. Yeah.
I
you look
held
like
a crocodile.
Yeah.
But,
Oh right, no. He's a good one.
Oh my god.
what's his name?
Blondie, actually. Yeah.
Why?
Well, my 3-year-old son, when I told him we were getting a blonde crocodile, he said we call Blondie. Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
He's so cold.
No, we've had Joeys before, and they were named Joey Hops. So, yeah, very creative with the names.
Hi.
But yeah, saltwater crocodile. Lived for 100 years. Might be in my will, that animal. So
Wow.
Can I take a selfie with it?
you can, if you can coordinate it. You just
I'll-
make sure he's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, great.
This is good TV.
Perfect.
All right, Ray.
And we know he's comfortable because he's sitting quite still. I mean, if he starts to wriggle a lot, I'll jump over and catch him.
I love
but
him so much.
Thanks
oh my
for
God.
watching the show, guys.
This is all for us and not for anyone.
Crocodile. Wonderful. I'll pass him on to Kit.
He's missing a little
Great
tail
job,
thing
guys.
there. Is that
Yeah.
a thing or is it?
He's actually from a crocodile farm. So when they breed them at the crocodile farm, they do dock a little one of the scoot scales to identify, the year it was hatched. I'm not sure exactly what that signifies, but it's basically just an identification for them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Does it hurt to remove?
I wouldn't tickle, but just like they tag a sheep's ear or something, I
Yeah.
don't think it really.
Like a piercing.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a fashion statement for
They're
crocodiles.
pretty tough animals, really. Not much. I mean, I've been up north and on the Adelaide River, I've seen one with no front arms. You think,
Really?
surviving quite effectively with no front arms. They're very well adapted to healing and dealing with infections and
Just elbowing
injuries.
around.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. I would
worries.
love to just stay and talk animals for hours, but we do have to wrap things up.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Xavier.
Pleasure. Thanks, everyone.
And we'll be back with more About Tonight after the break. We've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. I've had so much fun hosting and hope you had fun checking it out. Did you have fun, Josh?
I had a lot of fun.
Were you nervous?
Yeah.
Really?
Not the snake. I thought it was going to eat
Oh, he wasn't going to eat you. I was a bit nervous. Probably couldn't tell at all. Smooth. I'd like to give a big thank you to all my cast and crew. Josh, do you want to finish with a song?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Josh is going to play a song. He performs as Gullivan. You can find him on Facebook for more beautiful tunes. Take it away, mate.
Cheers. Cut the ribbon from the walls. Find the things that make you small. Let them go and watch them fall inside your crooked mind. When you wander home and the moon is on her throne, just let your fingers roam through hair as thick as mine. Wander through your garden gate, watch the whole world dissipate, and wait for something great inside the ground to grow. Don't let those gardens grow and watch those feelings burn inside. 'Cause unkept gardens always let you hide. So let your feelings show and watch those gardens turn to life. Don't let your garden swallow up your pride. Don't let your garden swallow up your pride.
Hi, I'm Sonia Di Iorio and I'll be hosting an episode of About Tonight, which you can check out on the YouTube channel C31 Comedy.